Welcome to the Postsecondary Readiness Indicator Training. My name is Shara Savage. I am the Education Administration Program Manager in the Office of Assessment and Accountability. I am joined by my colleague, Holly Tracy, from the Office of Career and Technical Education. In this training, we will review all parts of the Postsecondary Readiness State Indicator. Postsecondary readiness is the attainment of the necessary knowledge, skills, and dispositions for a student to successfully transition to the next level of his or her educational career. In order to demonstrate post-secondary readiness, high school students must earn a regular or alternative high school diploma or be classified as a 12 non-graduate and meet one type of readiness, academic or career. This includes all students with a G code in Infinite Campus, or IC. Grade 12 non-graduates are included in the post-secondary readiness and are accountable based on the 100-day rule. First, let's look at the overall post-secondary readiness. The Kentucky Department of Education, KDE, will report measures from Senate Bill 59 of 2022 that are available, such as meeting a college readiness benchmark score on a college admissions examination or college placement examination, earning a C or higher in 3 hours of KDE dual credit, meeting approved benchmarks on an AP, IB, or CAI examination, earning approved industry certification, scoring at or above the benchmark on the CTE end of program, or completing a KDE cabinet-approved apprenticeship program. The accountability system performance for each district, school, and student demographic group determined by the state indicators will be based on a combination of annual performance called status and the difference between the prior year and the current year called change. For each state indicator, there will be 5 status levels ranging from very high to very low, and 5 change levels ranging from increase significantly to decline significantly. Post-secondary readiness is one of 6 indicators in the overall accountability system. The post-secondary readiness is calculated based on the students who graduate, and non-graduates are calculated by adding the number of high school graduates plus grade 12 non-graduates who have met measures of post-secondary readiness divided by the total number of graduates plus grade 12 non-graduates. So for example, a school had 50 grade 12 non-graduates and graduates with 6 industry certification students in high demand sectors and 40 students to meet readiness. The calculation would be 6 times 1.25 plus 40 times 1.0 divided by 50 equals 0.95, and you multiply that by 100, giving you your status calculation of 95. Please note, early grad students are included in this indicator the year that they receive a G code. The status score represents the current year outcome for a given indicator. It is calculated according to the metric described in the performance level descriptor documents. As a reminder, the 5 status levels range from very low to very high. Change scores are a simple subtraction of prior year status scores from current year status scores. They are calculated the same way for every indicator. So current year status score minus prior year status score equals change. So for example, if your 2023 status score is 75 and your 2022 status score is 70, the change score would be 5. Prior year scores are used to calculate change scores. They are not used to influence indicator performance ratings. Indicator scores are a simple combination of status score and change scores. They are calculated the same way for every indicator. So again, current year status score plus change score equals indicator score. So using the previous example, the 2023 status score of 75 plus 2023 change score of 5 gives you the 2023 post-secondary readiness indicator score of 80. An overall accountability score is generated by multiplying the indicator score by their percentage of weight. The post-secondary readiness indicator is weighted at 20% of the overall score for high schools. For the high school overall score calculation, we will add all 6 indicators together to find the overall score. Based on the weights approved by the Kentucky Board of Education, or KBE, KBE implemented a color-coded rating system. With a quick glance, these colors offer a straightforward and intuitive insight into a school's performance. At one end, we find red, indicating areas with significant room for improvement. As we move along the spectrum, the colors change, each symbolizing a gradual improvement in performance. The highest rating is represented by blue. The table represents the combination of our earlier discussions regarding both change scores and status scores indicator performance ratings. On the left side of the table is the status in the current year with the levels of very low to very high. Across the top of the table with the levels of decline significantly to increased significantly. Your indicator performance rating will be where the status and change intersect on the table. Now let's take a look at academic readiness. Senate Bill 59 of 2022 requires that post-secondary readiness for each high school student be measured by one benchmark. Therefore, a student meeting or exceeding a college readiness benchmark score on the college admissions examination or a college placement examination approved by the Council on Post-Secondary Education, or CPE, would have met the indicator. Another way for a student to meet academic readiness is by achieving 3 hours of college credit or post-secondary credit by completing a course approved by the Kentucky Board of Education. On this slide, we break down 3 additional ways to meet post-secondary readiness: advanced placement, AP, International Baccalaureate, IB, Cambridge Advanced International, or CAI. Achieving a benchmark score on these exams or other nationally recognized exams approved by the Kentucky Board of Education that generally qualifies the student for 3 or more hours of college credit is another path for a student to meet this indicator. For the 2023 fall reporting and students entering into the 2023-2024 school year, OAA will accept the AccuPlacer and EdReady assessments for the 23-24 post-secondary readiness indicator. However, as a reminder, OAA only receives scores from the ACT and the Coyote exams. If a school uses the SAT, GED, College Readiness, AccuPlacer, EdReady, or the ALEX exams, the school will need to ensure OAA receive the scores. Here is a resource for the post-secondary readiness. On your slide, there is a link to the post-secondary readiness overview, and this is a wonderful resource to guide you through the post-secondary readiness indicator. And at this time, I will turn it over to my colleague, Holly Tracy, who will talk to you more about the career readiness portion of the post-secondary readiness indicator.
Thank you so much, Shara. I'm Holly Tracy with the Office of Career and Technical Education, and today I'm going to be talking about career readiness indicators for post-secondary readiness. Okay, so the Office of Career and Technical Education has 5 options for career readiness: industry certifications, end-of-program assessments, CTE dual credit, co-ops or internships, and track apprenticeships. We will start off with industry certifications. There is a valid list of industry certifications on the KDE Career and Technical Education webpage, as well as being linked here in the presentation. Depending on the program area and pathway, a student must pass a single certification or a stack of certifications in order to qualify for this career indicator. Industry certifications count as 1 point in the accountability model, and a high demand certification counts as 1.25 points. Regular and high demand certifications are clarified in the certification list. Next, we have end of program assessments. EOPs are based on employer standards, CTE pathways, and are associated with an articulation agreement with a variety of post-secondary institutions. So if a student completes an EOP that has an articulation agreement with the college they are attending after high school, that student will receive credit from that institution. In order for a student to take an EOP, they must be a concentrator in their career pathway. For CTE dual credit, there is a list of approved dual credit course codes to use for students enrolled in a CTE dual credit course. These courses are published on the Accountability and Post-Secondary Readiness CTE webpage, as well as being linked here in the presentation. It is up to the district to decide which course code best aligns with the post-secondary course. For CTE dual credit to count towards career readiness, the student must pass the course with a C or higher, along with an approved CTE dual credit course code. For work-based learning, the student must complete a co-op or internship. There must be a minimum of 300 hours of on-the-job work experience. The student must successfully complete that experience, which means they passed, and it must align with an approved work-based learning course code. All co-ops and internships should adhere to the work-based learning manual and the Kentucky regulation linked in the presentation and on the Career and Technical Education webpage. There is also a new work-based learning FAQ document that has been published to the CTE webpage, as well as being linked in the presentation. Here you will find frequently asked questions along with the answers. It also provides links to regulation, the work-based learning manual, and a list of those approved work-based learning course codes. And last but not least, we have our TRACK apprenticeship program. TRACK stands for Tech Ready Apprentices for Careers in Kentucky. Students may complete a youth apprenticeship or pre-apprenticeship. This program affords CTE students career pathway opportunities that are aligned with registered apprenticeship programs. Further information and guidance is available in the link in the presentation and on the CTE webpage. That concludes my presentation on career readiness indicators. Shara, I'm going to hand it back over to you. If there are any questions or if anyone needs help with anything, please reach out to me. My email is holly.tracy@education.ky.gov. Thanks.
Thank you, Tracy. This concludes our training on the Post-Secondary Readiness Indicator. There are additional trainings available for the Kentucky's accountability system, including the Accountability Overview, Quality of Safety, Climate and Safety, Progress on English Language Proficiency, and Graduation Rate. Please visit each training to learn more about Kentucky's accountability system. If you have questions, please email us at dacinfo@education.ky.gov or give us a call at 502-564-4394. Or if you want to email us directly, if you have questions about the academic portion of post-secondary readiness, you can email me at shara.savage@education.ky.gov. Or if you have questions about the career portion, you can email holly.tracy@education.ky.gov. Thank you for your time and attendance today.